Good evening and welcome to the DCTV 4-H News and Weather Program. Help keep our kids' news show on the air by becoming a sponsor. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Hello, I'm Ciara and the following stories from the Cortez Journal. Drug overdose deaths increase. The rate of drug overdose deaths is rising all over Colorado, and Montezuma County is no exception. Across the state, the overdose death rate rose 68% from 2002 to 2014. According to the Colorado Health Institute, in 2014, about 900 people in Colorado died of drug overdose. The trend is being driven by people who develop an addiction to prescription opioid painkillers that escalates to heroin dependence, she said. It's become what the CDC calls one of the top 4 epidemics in the country, said Robert Valuk, director of the Colorado Consortium for Prescription Drug Abuse Prevention. It isn't just illegal drugs that get people addicted, but the prescription drugs can also do the same thing. Be careful what you put into your body, please. And now I'll be giving you the following story from phys.org. Revamped satellite data shows no pause in global warming. Climate change doubters may have lost one of their key talking points, a particular satellite temperature data set that had seemed to show no warming for the past 18 years. The remote sensing system temperature data promoted by many who reject mainstream climate science, and especially most recently by Senator Ted Cruz, now shows a slight warming of about 0.18 degrees Fahrenheit since 1998. Ground temperature measurements, which many scientists call more accurate, all show warming in the past 18 years. There are people that like to claim that there was no warming. They really can't claim that anymore, said Carl Mears, the scientist who runs the remote sensing system temperature data tracking. The change resulted from an adjustment Mears made to fix a nagging discrepancy in data from 15 satellites. And now I will be giving you the following story from the Durango Herald. Lower Dolores River gets impaired status. Colorado has listed 105 miles of the Dolores River between Slick Rock and the Utah line as an impaired waterway because of high water temperatures from chronic low flows. The Water Quality Control Commission of the Colorado Department of Health and Environment ruled on the river's impairment status during a hearing in December. The section on the lower Dolores River is considered impaired because the temperature was greater than standards adopted to protect aquatic life, said Megan Truby, media relations official with the Colorado Water Quality Control Commissions. We're mostly concerned about the fish and macroinvertebrates. A year's worth of temperature data from a water quality station at Slick Rock showed the river went above the daily maximum temperature standard 10 times, 5 in September 2013 and 5 in June 2014. And this story is from the Moscow newspaper. Amir, the Siberian tiger, strikes back at the bully goat, Taimyr. How long can you bully a tiger? Quite a while. In the case of Taimyr, the goat and his big cat pal Amir, who lived together in a safari park. The unlikely bromance hit the headlines in November when Taimyr was sent into the predator's enclosure as one of the feline's twice-weekly meals of live animals. The goat obviously did not know he was meant to be afraid of the tigers and gave a horned rebuttal to attempts to eat him. On Friday, Amir the Siberian tiger finally hit back. After weeks of gentle bullying and at least an hour of outright aggression, the feline grabbed the goat by the scruff on the neck, shook, and then tossed it down a small hill in their enclosure. Admittedly, Timur had spent an hour walking on the tiger, poking him with his horns and trying to push him around. Primorsky Safari Park in Russia's far southeastern corner announced, "The goat has now been removed from their shared enclosure." And now I'll be giving you dumb laws in Nebraska. Drivers on mountains should drive with caution near the right-hand edge of the highway. But there are no mountains in Nebraska. It is illegal to fly a plane while drunk. If a child burps during church, his parents may be arrested. It is illegal to go whale fishing. It is illegal for bar owners to sell beer unless they are simultaneously brewing a kettle of soup. It is illegal for a mother to give her daughter a perm without a state license. And now here is Brendan with the weather.
The current temperature is 45 degrees. The high for today was 47 degrees. The low is 29 degrees. Winds are up from 1 to 6 miles per hour in the south. The thermometer is at 29.69 inches and is falling. The humidity is at 41%. Today there has been 407-inch moisture measured by the DCTV weather station. Moisture for the month is 907 inch. Now here's our national weather outlook big map. Rain along the Pacific coast from Washington into central California. More rain, but mixed with snow, is falling the Pacific Northwest and east. We have rain is continuing into the center of the country. We have rain from Minnesota east to Michigan, the south into East Texas and Louisiana. In Oklahoma and Texas, we have the possibility of severe thunderstorms. Maine into North Vermont and New Hampshire, there is snow. A high off the east coast is keeping a good part of the country near from Illinois to the Atlantic coast and south into Louisiana, then back east through Florida. Now I'll be giving you the 5-day forecast. Thursday, easing cloud, high 50, low 21. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high 54, low 24. Thursday, high 60, low 27. Partly, high 63, low 11. Saturday, partly cloudy, high 60, low 29. Now for our climate change report. And I'll be giving you the CO2 report. Carbon dioxide, CO2, is one of the principal causes of climate change, and it is important that we report the CO2 weekly change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability, resulting in significant swings worldwide hot and cold temperatures. Of moisture, hot and cold temperatures. The following are the CO2 numbers for this week. CO2 for the week of March 6, 2016 in parts per million is 404.01. CO2 2 weeks ago, 403.35. CO2 last year, 401.12. CO2 10 years ago, 382.12. CO2 50 years is 322.39. Thank you, Dr. Peter Tanzen, National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, and Michael Maggia, the CO2.Earth website for this information. Remember that you could help keep our kids' news show on the air by buying a sponsorship. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you, now back to our news director.
And that's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is the news director Devlin saying good night and thank you for watching.